Howdy, folks. Woody Walls from NeedCoffee.com here. Back again for another Wayhomer review. No, I'm not driving this time. You're not looking at a very strange vehicle. No, I'm in the back seat. So here's how it works for the uninitiated. I have just seen a film. It's in the cinema back that way, not the minivan, but the thing behind the minivan. You're gonna make people puke. I swear to God. You're the reason why YouTube comes back and goes, "Your video is shaky. Do you want to fix it?" I've just seen a film, and I'm going to tell you about that film on my way home. And today we're here to talk about Brave. Okay, so Brave. Synopsis. Synopsis is this. It is faraway land in which there exists a princess by the name of Merida who is got a shocking array of red hair and a desire to not be necessarily a princess who is supposed, or at least shall we say, the sort of princess that her mom wants her to be, which is, you know, very proper and not very loud and basically just, you know, an automaton, basically. So there is some conflict in that the mom always wants the daughter to be one way, the daughter wants to be a completely different way, and so, as you've seen in the trailers and the previews and so forth, they're actually having a competition so that these various suitors can compete for the hand of the princess, and she is not having it. So, so she wants to change her fate and decides to go out and find a way to do so. And hijinks then ensue. That's pretty much a good synopsis. So, alright. So here's the thing. We're not going to talk about the last time we got in the car and talked about a Pixar film. Because I'm willing to forget that ever happened. And in fact, I think it's better for all of us if we do that. So, that having been left off the table...
Wait, the last time was when we went back and saw. The last time was for the replaying, just to be clear.
Of what?
Was for the replaying of, Wall-E, thank you.
Wall-E, okay, yes.
That's not
so
what
which
you're
I
talking
which
about.
I have not posted. No, I've not posted that. So yes, a previous sequel that I've seen Pixar shall not be named. So, thank you for the clarification. I had no idea what you're talking about. All right.
That's right.
So, but basically, the deal is this. That I've completely lost my train of thought. Let me try to... That's all right. I'm used to it. Let me try to get back to it here. All right. So the shot is this. You had that thing, which we won't talk about. And so this is the first time that we're back. Part of what I like about Pixar and what always sets them apart from everyone else is the fact that Pixar films are different in that they have a story is the main thing about Pixar films. They aren't like other animated films in that they are watertight when it comes to the story. And they have bits in them, which I've referred to as the match moment, where you just have moments of wah, where it just completely sets you akimbo, right? So that's part of it. The other part of it is that that's story-wise and character-wise. But from an animation point of view, they also give you things that amazing animation, right? So between those two things, what I like about Pixar is I go in and I see things that I've never seen before. And, I mean, you could think about films that have come before, and you at least have something that you can hold on to that you just go, well, that was incredibly unique. And you've got, like, Wall-E, which was pretty much unique across the board. You've got stuff like Monsters, Inc., where you had, a great conceit, an overall story idea, plus the door chase at the end, which is entirely memorable, okay? You've got stuff like, the Toy Story match moments that we've talked about, Toy Story 3 ultimate match moment, where it's just like, ha 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 ha, boom, match moment. And by that I mean that moment in which you literally, for all of your jaded cinema goingness, have no idea how in the hell they're going to get out of what situation that they're in. And even if you do have an idea about how they could, they've built it up to the point where you literally have that moment of you've gone off the cliff. You know, you've done the dip on the roller coaster. All right? So pretty much everything has at least something in there that allows you, that takes you to a place you've not been before, okay? Even like, you know, Ratatouille, which was a good Pixar film. Not a great Pixar film, but a good Pixar film, a good solid Pixar film. You at least had the insane notion of a rodent that wanted to cook that you could fall back upon, right? The good things about Brave are that you've got amazing animation, okay? Because you've got all the countryside and the waterfall and the cliffs and the rocks and the stuff, okay? Which look amazing, okay? You've got fun characters. You've got great characterization. You've got a lead in Merida who is fun, who is pleasant to spend some time with, okay? Even when she's, you know, trying to chop things up and shoot arrows, which is awesome. Again, it's the year of chicks with those. So, you've got a lot of good stuff. So I don't want me starting to criticize the film to put across the idea that it's a bad film. In fact, I'll go ahead and give you the cup rating, 3.5. Okay? So that's not a bad film. But part of the thing is that there's really nothing in here that, to my mind, is what I like in a Pixar film. Now, I know that I like to try to get away from expectations with these things, but I mean, you had a run of 12 really incredible films in which your hallmark is like those things that I was talking about, that I am come to expect from a Pixar film. And so it's like saying, I want to go to an alien film and not see any aliens, you know what I mean? There are certain things that are sort of ingrained. So I look back on the film, which was not that long ago, and that being this film, and I mean, I enjoyed it overall. I had a good amount of fun, but there wasn't anything really that transcended. There wasn't anything that was just, wow, holy crap, I've never seen that before. It's like, wow, bears. I've seen bears before. In fact, you know what? Here's part of the problem. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, they just wanted another Disney princess, and they wanted one with a nifty accent and with cool red hair. I mean, I've seen all these kinds of things, right? And there's something to be said for that, okay? And anyone thinking that didn't go into the formula of making the film are probably smoking something. And that's all well and good. But honestly, what I was thinking of was, you know what? I bet you money that we're going to see the bears from this film in the Country Bears attraction in Disney World. That's what was distracting me the entire time. And, I mean, I love Pixar, and I love Disney. But you and I both know that if Disney could make a buck off of doing that, they would do it in a heartbeat, okay? But that's part of what you accept when you love Disney, all right? They are out to make money, and sometimes they go about it in crass ways. So, I mean, but there wasn't anything really in here that blew me away. There are moments of just like the landscape and everything, and that was nice, but it didn't transcend. And I think that's what I love about Pixar, is that they are never satisfied with a safe film. They're always pushing boundaries, and not just the boundaries of animation, where they start doing Finding Nemo and all they talk about is, holy crap, how are we going to do so much water? Or Monsters Inc., oh my god, how are we going to do all this hair and fur and stuff, right? It's not just from a technical point of view. They want to push the story. They want to make you see something you've never seen before, and at the end of it, you're better for having seen it, right? They want to stretch your ability to take films as a film goer, like Wall-E, right? Okay? So, that's what I want. And what I got was a very safe Disney film. Now I know Pixar owns Disney, and therefore they are Disney. But I'm hoping that there is Disney, and there's Pixar Disney, okay? And I'm hoping that you can have Disney stuff, which is fun and kind of, shallow, and, maybe, and I don't say that in a bad way, but there's, not every film has to be a merchant ivory film. Not every animated film has to be a Pixar film. And as I said, I gave this 3.5 cups. But my point is that I was hoping for more, And it felt more like a Disney film. A good Disney film, a solid Disney film, but not a Pixar film. And I think that's what, I won't say most disturbed me, but that's what, if anything, is the worst thing you can say about the film. Is that it's a good, solid Disney film, not a Pixar film. At least that's how it feels. So, but again, there's a lot of good things that can be said about the film. And I say, is it worth seeing? Probably on the big screen, yes. I would catch a matinee. I thought the 3D was okay, but I didn't feel like it added a huge amount to the experience. But yes, and I understand that, maybe, and I wouldn't even say maybe after last time they felt like they had to play it safe because they made a buttload of money off of last time. So if anything, it would prove that they should, keep doing those types of movies. I can't even say the name. So, but anyway, so that's where I am with it. And it may be one of those things where eventually when the DVD comes out and I watch it again, maybe I appreciate it more. But there's no real match moment that I could tell. And there were even a couple of moments where I was like, well, that's odd. Why is this happening? Which is really odd. Which I can step back and go, that's odd. Why am I having a that's odd, why is this happening moment in a Pixar film? You know what I mean? You don't normally do that, right? So, anyway, that's where I am on it. Conflicted, as I normally am with Pixar films these days. So, like I said, 3.5 out of 5, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I can say about the film at this point. Other than, it seems like if they were going to push the envelope in any direction, it would be the amount of butts that they could show in an animated film. And I'm okay with butts. I mean, I got nothing against butts. We were all sitting on them in the theater, right? But I mean, that's if there was some sort of decision, oh, the unsafe thing we're gonna do is have male nudity. And I don't know if that was worth it. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I think that brings us to the end of another Wayhomer review. As always, thanks for watching. It's greatly appreciated. And if you do like what you see, please share it with a friend. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on Neat Coffee. Either way, you'll find us. We're everywhere. But yeah, share it with a friend using the social buttons that you can find on the website. It's much appreciated. If you like it on Facebook, if you like it on Twitter, Pinterest, there's only about 15,000 ways you can share this with a friend. And pick 2 and do those. That's what I say. So until next time on the Wayhomer Reviews, this is me saying bye. On the short, I keep forgetting to talk about the shorts on these things because, you see the short and then you have a whole movie afterwards, and I'm trying to process the movie. So anyway, the short was very charming and delightful. And very cute. It was just a very nice Pixar short. It was very sweet. It wasn't. It was. There's different flavors of Pixar short, right? And this was of the sweet, charming variety. Not like what is it, Presto, the one with the bunny, which is just like Warner Brothers on speed. But no, it was very nice and very elegantly done, and one of their better ones. Although again, like with Pixar shorts, I don't think there's been a bad one. I don't think. So anyway, yes, the short is definitely worth getting there early enough to see. But if you get there late and you haven't seen the short, you must have gotten there 25 minutes after the start of the thing, because they were doing everything. They were like showing Friskies commercials in 3D, for God's sake. So anyway, that's it. I forgot to talk about the short. Bye!